Welcome to the Unfiltered Duo podcast. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Cheryl.
And this is how the unfiltered chaos makes sense. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Carrie.
How are you?
I'm still recovering from a cold,
Oh.
but okay.
Yeah, we were supposed to record on Friday, but you weren't feeling well enough.
No,
Hmm.
it's been bad. Allergy season is real.
Yeah, because this is like the second big thing that you've had from it. So yeah, and you had a busy weekend too.
I did.
Yeah,
Went to a concert.
I know without me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
It was fun though. I went with Tanya and her girls and Kylie, so it was just mom and daughter. So that was really nice.
Yeah, that is nice. And like, I think when you first told me about the trip, you're like, it's a mother daughter thing, and I'm like, am I invited? I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do
I was
it.
like, I'm not invited. Like, I don't want to travel that far. I'm too stressed out. Like, I was like, please don't invite me. So when you're like,
The introvert.
I know the introvert, and like how stressed I've been lately with like work and everything. I was like, I don't feel like I could mentally get out of this space right now. So
No,
I needed.
it was good. Like it's like a 5-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
So that part was long, but overall the visit was great.
That's nice. I know, like, you haven't seen her in a while either, though, so it's probably
Yeah.
nice to go down
And especially
hang
to have
out.
the girls get together. It was really good.
Yeah, that's very sweet. Yeah, this weekend I just laid low. Field day was Friday, so like I was just stressed with that. And then Saturday, your husband came over to play Guitar Hero, and
And you schooled them.
I definitely did. Like hidden talent, I am on expert level.
Right?
Yes.
I'm not going to fuck with you.
No, I don't think I've ever met anyone in person that has beat me at that game.
Imagine if I would have knew you like way back, like college years.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, I'm taking you to a party and I'm going to bet money on you so that then we can take everybody's cash.
Yeah, because introverted me during college, no one would have guessed.
Nope.
No one.
It would have been fun.
Yeah, at one point after Brian and I were married, we some of his friends wanted to come over and play, and I was nervous. I was like, well, like what if they're better than me? Like all that. And he goes, no one's better than you. Like
I already know.
Like, don't worry about it.
You'll still keep your status.
I was like, okay, they can come over then. Oh, which kind of leads into our topic today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the love languages.
Yeah.
And why I hate them.
Why you hate them?
Yeah, I hate them. I don't agree with them.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We took a quiz.
We did take a quiz. What'd you get?
I got quality time.
Quality time.
I feel like that's accurate, like on most occasions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got words of affirmation.
Ooh.
Which kind of fits in with Guitar Hero because I was worried. And he told me I was really good at it. So yeah, I was okay with it.
It's like, cool.
Right.
Your friends suck.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, I'm better than everyone. That's what I need to hear all the time.
Right.
I was like, that'd be a funny, like, this is my only word of affirmation you can say to me to make me feel loved. So yeah, that's what it's going to be. But no, so yeah, words of affirmation. And then I think my next one down was quality time. So,
Okay.
or no, quality. What are
You
the
gotta
love
look back.
language? Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch. It wasn't physical touch. It wasn't gifts. So yeah, let me pull mine up. Do you remember what your second one was while I'm looking?
I do not. I don't even know if I read what the second one was. I just took the quiz and got the main one. I was like, oh, this is it.
This is it. There we go. Job well done. Okay. Let's see. You sent it first. Here you are. Your first one was quality time, and the second one was acts of service.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and then you got physical touch. That was
Yeah.
number 3. Words of affirmation was 4, and gifts was last.
That is point on.
Yeah.
I don't, so I would say, so quality time, because I like living in the moment and having quality time with the people that I love. So like my kids, Scott, family, like that makes me happy. Um, Acts of service would be depending because I'm an OCD. So I may not want you, like, wait for the cue to tell you
Okay.
that I want that. And then what was my third one?
Oh, physical touch was 3rd.
So if I'm needy,
Okay.
like me and Scott talk, like if I know I'm needy or he's needy, like we'll tell each other that. So yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to quality time
Okay.
and what you define as quality time.
Doing anything together,
Okay.
unplugged from the world.
Okay.
Like I want to live in the moment. I want to make memories. I want to just live it.
Okay. Um, what if someone's willing to be in your quality time moment, but they don't want to be doing what you feel is quality time, but they're giving you what they think is quality time? Like, does that frustrate you?
I need an example.
So you're saying unplugged, doing something together. What if Scott has like a really big work meeting or a really big project he's working on, and but you want to do this, like you've blocked this time out and you think this is the quality time that I would appreciate, you've expressed that, but he's not able to give you that quality
Well, that's
time.
his problem.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, if I schedule it, like you already know this is what I want. Like, that's his problem.
Okay, but what if it becomes like you can't get on the schedule together?
Then we need to reschedule.
Okay.
Like if something comes up, like I'm flexible. I understand shit happens. So I would be like, okay, this isn't going to work for tonight. You know, let's go with the flow of whatever's going on. Table this, do it a different day.
Okay. So, like we've said before, time and place.
Time and place.
Yeah. And open communication.
Yes.
Okay.
I would rather cancel that quality time and reschedule than it to be interrupted. Like if he's on his phone or on emails or, he's not giving 100%, like.
So, yeah, if they're not doing your quality time on your schedule and the way you want it,
Okay,
it's not
narcissistic
quality.
ways. Like that's where I'm leading this.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, this is leading into why I don't like the love language.
so, so
Yeah.
like gift giving. So Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
One of the gifts from Brayden was to take me on a date. So we do like dates with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll go with him, and it kind of like teaches him how to treat a woman, and then vice versa. Scott and our daughter will go on dates, and it's like teaching her what to expect. So he knows that that's something that I value. So he was like, I would like to take you on a date.
Okay.
And I was like, I would love that.
So, oh, okay. I just can keep fighting with you.
That's fine. We're
Like,
here for it.
well,
We got time.
Yeah, we do. But what if like he plans this date and it totally falls short of your expectations? Is that still quality time?
Yes.
Okay. Because like part of the reasons I don't like the love languages is because I feel like there's qualifiers. Like this,
Well, I guess there can
You
be.
give
It's all in the
yeah,
eyes of the beholder.
right, because like gift giving, like if my act, if I like this isn't mine, but like if I want gifts as someone to appreciate me and show me love, if they're giving me gifts I don't like, there's qualifiers to those gifts.
Yeah, because then you're disappointed.
Yeah, and then I'm disappointed in love, and
We're doomed.
yeah. So I mean, it plays into why I don't think the love languages work, and they box people into a way of thinking that can leave them out of finding real, genuine ways to express love.
I can see that, but you have to take it with a grain of salt because what is it, like 5 different categories?
Yeah.
And then think about how many people are on the planet. You're telling me all these people, we can put them into 5 categories? Not possible. We can't even do that with their race
Mm-mm.
or like it's not possible.
No.
So I think it's to scratch the surface to understand somebody,
Okay.
but not define them.
Okay. So very surface level.
Yeah.
Because another part of my problem with it was there's no peer reviewed scientific data behind the love languages. And in my world, maybe my love language is peer reviewed data to explain things.
Well, I think you're scientific, like you like proof.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. Um, but it's also like recognizing like and there's probably more things that we could add to the list that's like technically what it
Mm-hmm.
is, but like it scratches that surface. So if like quality time is mine, like I value that very
Mm-hmm.
highly. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be 15 minutes. It can be like a sit down with my kids and just like, how was your day? Going through like what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Short conversation, but it's value because it makes me feel good to know what they're doing and to be able to interact.
And it builds that relationship.
Yeah.
It shows them also that you care about their day.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you're showing the way that you love to them and hoping that they receive that as showing love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think there's a difference between how we show love and how we receive the love. So the
Yes.
expression of love versus receiving it is, I think, two different things as well.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your love language is different, that the ways you express love and the way you want to receive love, do you think it's different, or do you think that it goes hand in hand or is similar?
I think I try to push my own on people, but at the same time, I try to do different things. Like if I'm out and about and I see something that makes me think of that person, I'm like, oh, like this isn't an expensive purchase. Like I would like to get it for them because I'm thinking about them and it made me think of them. So that would be a gift,
Mm-hmm.
but that might not be their love language, but I feel like it lets them know I care.
Oh. I mean, I think to some degree, everyone just wants to know that they're thought of.
Yeah,
And, but I mean, it's not one of the language to think about somebody.
no. Like the gift giving, well, you could give any kind of gift, but did you put thought into it? Like I put thought into every gift that I give
Mm-hmm.
because I want it to be something that they like, they're interested in. Not everybody does that.
Mm-mm.
I've received gifts before, not from any particular person, but like gifts that I'm like, were you thinking about me? Do you know me?
Right.
Or maybe we're not that close.
Right. Like, I think you, yeah. But that comes, like, I've also had people give me gifts that also benefited them.
Mm.
And that is not my love language.
Mm-mm.
Like, if you're going to give me something, it should be for me, unless you preface it by saying, hey, I thought this would be really fun for the family.
A family
And
gift.
this,
We do family gifts.
yeah, but they're probably expressly family gifts.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, Cheryl, I thought of you when you did the, and I got you this. Can I borrow it?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like,
Alternative motives.
exactly. And so,
Hmm.
like, somebody thought of you and gave you
But
something,
also thinking of themselves.
but then, yeah, turned it back. And like, that happened like multiple times with the same person. And
Oh.
yeah, it kind of got to the point where like I was just immune to what they were doing. So, like, I would just get it and I'd be like, oh, do you want to use it?
I know
Like,
next week you're going to want it. Go ahead and take
I
it.
know. And like, even like, it was even like stuff somebody else got me, and then they came in and tried to borrow it as well. And
Mm.
yeah, like, it was a thing. And so, like, I don't know, I'm kind of jaded with the gift giving thing. Like, it's definitely not my love language.
So with our family, we'll do gifts like, and I use Christmas because it's more like you're given multiple gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something that fits the mold of our family, like, and I only have this with like my mom and Scott's mom. They'll be like, this is a family gift.
Yeah.
Um, and it's because it benefits all of us. But no, like I I am all about some new appliances. I love, like, I've reached that age. If Scott showed up, even though I'm bitching about, let's say, the dishwasher, let's
Mm-hmm.
just say that. If I'm bitching about the dishwasher, don't give that to me as a gift.
No.
Like, how about you just buy it and say, hey, I know that the one that we have is not working, like, ta-da.
Yeah. It's not
But don't make it a gift.
no.
Because then I'm like, are you telling me to wash dishes? Like,
Yeah. Are you gonna use it too? Like,
right? And doesn't everybody benefit from this? Like, it's not a gift thoughtful
yeah,
to
why
me.
is it just, yeah. So, yeah, I am skeptical when people give me some gifts, because like I just have a history of that. So I'm wondering, like, what motive is this gift? So yeah, gift is not
No.
at all my love language.
And if
Not at
it's
all.
like a spouse or a partner or whatever, I I would probably, for one thing, I'm like, what are you apologizing for? um, why? What prompt this?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not the way, like, I don't express back. Like, I'm grateful, but I
Yeah.
don't express like, oh, this is so touching and I love it and thank you. Like, it's more like, thanks, like, I appreciate it,
Yeah.
and that's it.
So I guess the moral of this little conversation is, if your love language is gift giving or gift receiving,
Hmm.
like, let us know. Chime in, leave us a comment.
Some people like it.
Yeah. So help us understand why gift giving is part of the love languages, because it's definitely not
I would say
ours.
younger me was happy to get gifts from Scott because I felt more connected because I'm like, oh, he was thinking about me.
Mm-hmm.
Older me is like, no, I would rather, like, we have what we need.
Right.
Sure, there's like odds and ends that I've talked about or I want. And that's fine. But I would rather have your time versus your money and gift.
Yeah.
Like, that gift, the time for it is like, let's say 5 minutes at the most. Like, it's opening it, it's excitement, happy, and then it's like, okay. Whereas like time would be, let's go to like a paint place
Mm-hmm.
or let's go on a date. or let's go see a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or we don't even have to spend money, like stay at the house. Like, let's do a spread of food, veg out, watch TV. Like, I'm fine with that too. It's just like that time together.
Yeah. And I think for quality time for you, like that works. Like
Mhm.
you like open-ended experiences where it's like
Mhm.
you're not tied to specific things. But I wonder if some people really do qualify it to be like, well, watching a movie next to you wasn't quality time.
I think
Or,
people are like that.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I can see where you really have to have that communication with your partner or your spouse to express what you actually define as quality time.
Yeah, I think it can mean different things. Like, I would say some people, like, if you go to the movies, they're like, well, we didn't even talk. We didn't
Mhm.
really spend time. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but we did. We were next to each other, laughing and enjoying the comedy or whatever is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were still together.
Yeah. Because that's where I just feel like sometimes with the love languages, like they're not as expressly understood when people want to feel a certain way.
Mhm.
Like I had words of affirmation was my first one, but you can't just say anything to me for me to feel love from you.
No.
Like the other day when we were at Top Golf, I got mad about something. And I understand I was mad. And I was trying to calm down and I tried to like get back into the game. You know, like when I get mad, it was just, I was just quiet. You know, I was like, I didn't want
Have
anyone
your
to talk to me.
moment.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to be happy again. So just back off. Let me
Yeah.
find my happy spot and I'll get back into it. But we switched games and like I just wanted to drive basically. I didn't really care about the game. So
Mhm.
like I was just practicing my driver and somebody said, "Oh, that was a really good drive." And I was even more angry. Even though like words of affirmation is my love language, someone was trying to like say something nice to me and I was not having it.
Because you didn't feel like it was good. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, don't don't tell me it's good. Now I feel like you're lying.
Right. Or you're just saying that to make me feel better right now
Yeah.
and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So like, you know, like
Mm.
even though that's like the way that this quiz has told me that I should feel love, I did not, you know, it's just like, yeah, you can't just say anything to me for
It's
me to
time and
feel.
place though. Like, we go over that every episode. I swear to you. Like, time and place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in that instant, like, if someone knows you, they can read you
Yeah.
and see that you're frustrated. You're not happy with the outcome. Don't compliment it at that point. Now you can be like, it's fine, like you're gonna do better next time. Like, that kind of affirmation would be
Right.
supportive, but also it's reading that person of, how do I make this situation better for them?
Mm-hmm. Or like even trying to overcompensate for like if you were the reason that someone was mad
Hmm.
and now you're trying to show them love in like a lot of love and being
Oh
like, oh my
God,
God, yeah, you're gonna say just whatever,
smothering.
yeah, and like that person could even turn around and be like, no, no,
No.
you know, this, no, not working.
Mm-mm.
Mm, nope. But so I guess that's where you yourself have to be your voice, if you will, to like stand up and be like, this isn't helpful right now.
Right.
You know, like
Communication.
communication. Yep, using your voice, being like, this isn't helpful. I need more space or I need more time to digest whatever I'm mad about.
Right.
Like if I was really mad at you, I would say something,
Right.
but I'm handling it. You know, like
Yeah.
it was, I knew I got upset. So like I was,
I'm trying to handle me.
yeah, handle me.
Just stay right there.
You don't need to handle me right now. So yeah, that's where I think like you just have to be careful
Yeah.
and you have to like you can't just overcompensate because you feel like you did something wrong or they need more of that when they
Yeah.
really could need less.
True.
Yeah.
True. Like, I'm thinking about different situations. Like, I wouldn't say quality time is always my thing because there's certain situations that I would be like, no, I don't want anybody around. Um, everybody get away.
Yeah.
Um, but I think the people closest to you can read you
Mm-hmm.
and understand your situation or the environment that you're in at that moment.
Yeah. And I mean, we mentioned time and place. You say read the room kind of a thing,
Mhm.
understand the environment. Do you feel like, I know you've had a lot of people pass away lately,
Mhm.
and I've had people that passed away in my life. And do you feel like your love languages were different during like the moments of a, a lot of grief? You know, we all carry like a little grief with us and have those moments, but like
Right.
the bigger moments of grief, do you feel like your
Like
love
at the
languages are
beginning,
different?
I would say like I'm more closed off. Like I'm happy to see people and I know that they want to show me love um in some kind of but fashion of like cooking or visiting or maybe helping with something or taking something off my plate. Um I do better if it's just like little things, like
Mm-hmm.
send me a text message, or if there is a gathering, like absolutely come, but I need my own space to process.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not rude to anybody else. It's just that's the way that I handle it is like just processing, being in my thoughts, working through everything. So I would say quality time would not fit in that bubble.
No. um, yeah, that's, I mean, I've definitely felt that too, where it's just like, you need different things at different times.
Mhm.
So when I take a quiz that's like, yes, this is your love language and this is your second one, and you go down this, but it's like, but yeah, no, like time and place, you have to understand that it's going to be different. You can't just lock yourself into one mode of love.
Welcome to 17 magazine that told you exactly how your life was going to go.
It picked the exact shade of lipstick we would need.
That's true.
I know all of those quizzes in those magazines have led us to this life.
Yeah. Like some Bob on the back end in the basement, like thinking up a quiz. And they're like, this is it. This is how you know.
Yeah,
And it's like, what kind of research went into that?
probably none.
None.
None. They're like, we have this little spot to fill up. What can we throw? Oh,
Yeah.
quiz. Let's throw a quiz
Put a
in.
quiz.
They love quiz.
They'll take it. They'll run with it.
These days it's engagement and interaction.
I know. No.
Yeah. So yeah, like yeah, 17 magazine has set us up for the love languages.
Mhm.
And like I appreciate them for a surface value.
Yeah.
They can get you thinking, they can get the conversation started, but definitely don't tie yourself into them. Like
It
don't,
scratches the surface.
yeah.
It helps you understand yourself a little bit better or recognize certain traits about you,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't say it defines you.
It shouldn't define you. And if you've let it define you, you need to rethink some things.
You need therapy.
Yeah. And not just this therapy.
Not this therapy. You need like therapy,
Yes,
therapy.
go find mental health help. Because I think sometimes the love languages can really have like a transactional feel to them,
Mhm.
where it's like, okay, I gave you quality time.
Mhm.
Now I need you to give me words of affirmation.
You have not given me my love language lately.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, it can be like a tally system where,
Mhm.
like, well, he didn't do the dishes, and that's part of my love language, and he
He knows
didn't do,
this.
yeah. So it becomes a transactional tally thing when it really should be based in support, communication,
Mhm.
understanding, like all of those things.
Because everything's different. It depends on my mood. It depends on what's going on in my life. Um, no, an umbrella, I would say quality time. Like, I'll
Mhm.
take the umbrella,
Yeah.
but that's as far as it goes.
Yeah. No, I don't think that you should box yourself into thinking that's the only way you receive love either.
No.
Like you should be open to understanding it, which now that I say that, I want to contradict myself
Let's do it.
because like oftentimes like words of affirmation was my first one and then what quality time and
Mhm.
then I mean acts of service is one of the next two. I don't remember all of them. But like acts of service have to be acts of service I appreciate.
Yeah.
They can't just be anything
Mm-mm.
because like the other day Brian and I were at a brewery and we were moving a picnic table over to where like the soccer team group was.
Mhm.
And so he picked up one side, I picked the other side up, and like off we went. You know, it's like we needed a table. We have five, you know, there's five of us. So it's like we need a, you know,
Just move it.
yeah. So I got up, but this gentleman, I'll say that nicely, he hopped up and came over and he goes, "Oh, let me help you with that." And like by the time he got to me, we were already halfway there. And I
Mm,
was just like, why are you underestimating who I am?
right?
Like this, it wasn't an act of service I needed or wanted. Like
It
I
was
was,
a late notice.
yeah, and I was already in the process of doing it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I even called him out. I was like, "Why are you underestimating me?" And he goes, "Oh, I didn't
Uh,
mean to start a fight." No, you didn't, because you didn't think. Just let me do it.
And sometimes it's like somebody trying to be nice, like not saying that they wouldn't do it, but they're like, "Hey, can I help you with that?" And like you already have it.
Yeah,
And it's
you already
like
do.
it's more of an issue for me to let you help
Yeah,
than to me just do it.
right. So yeah, sometimes it's just like I don't want your expression of love.
No.
So yeah, like on one hand, I'm like, you need to read the room and understand it. And the other hand, I'm like, no, I don't want any of it. Like, leave me alone. Why isn't alone time on this?
Right? I'm in timeout right now.
Yes, I time out. No, that's a good. I'm gonna start telling people I'm in time out.
I'm in timeout. Don't talk to me.
Yeah,
I can't talk.
my love language right now is silence.
We'll start making our own.
Yeah. So.
um, so flip side to that is that gentleman felt like the way to show you that he cared was by doing an act of service.
Mm-hmm.
So take my mother-in-law. Um, that was a lot to overcome because her way of showing love is by like cleaning or doing your dishes, laundry, vacuuming, um, cleaning in general.
Mm-hmm.
um, I used to take offense because I was like, are you saying my house is dirty?
Yeah.
Like,
That's my dust bunny named Roger.
right? And it's like, are you judging me right now? But then once I learned that it wasn't her criticizing me, it was
Mm-hmm.
her literally, that was the way that she felt to show love.
Okay. So did it take you a while to like get over those like annoyance feelings?
Yes, because I felt like I was judged. I felt like I wasn't good enough. Um, but then whenever I sat back and thought about it, I was like, this makes her happy. It literally makes her happy to do stuff like that for us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to be like, okay, it's fine. You're wanting to do something nice, and I'm taking it the wrong way. You have good meaning behind what you're doing. I'm just receiving it the wrong way.
Right.
So I had to self reflect and then move forward.
Yeah. I think in general, people like okay, I'm going to generalize this, but I
Okay.
like it's just a general statement. Don't jump down my throat about it. Um, people aren't as good receiving love as they are as expressing love. Because I'm judging you if you're trying to show me love.
I
Like,
could see that.
if it's not the quality time that you want, or if it's not the
Yeah.
gift you want, or if it's not the active service you want,
Mhm.
like, it is hard to accept those acts of love when they're not what you want.
So like mine with being quality time. If I'm with people that I feel like that's my way of showing them love, like I don't do that all the time, but I do take quality time high. So if people are bitching about it, then I'm like, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Why am I going out of my way to make sure that there is that quality time whenever you're just going to be unhappy or complain about the situation or criticize like something about it? And then
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. You don't feel as valued
no,
in those situations.
no. Because that's my way of like not always showing love, but that's like one of my big things that I see as a value. So if I'm trying to bring that to the table for somebody else and then they're not receiving it right, I'm like, okay, well, what would have made you happy?
Yeah.
I thought this is a good thing, and you're being negative Nancy over here, and I'm I'm over it. Like I'm done at that point. I'm like, I don't know what can make you happy.
Yeah. And I mean, it goes back to one, the relationship that you have or want with the person.
Mhm.
Like, if it is your spouse, like, you're going to have the conversations to understand what went wrong, how
Mhm.
you can do better, the communication between the because that's an important relationship.
Yeah.
But like, if you are struggling to value that relationship, it's going to be a hard road to accept any sort of love language from that
Well, I
person.
think people fall out of connection too, depending on that. Like if you're trying to express one certain love language that you think is the correct one, and then you get X out of it, you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But it's also given that chance to talk to that person and be like, hey, so this is how I felt, and try to work through it. Don't completely cut them out, but
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to, like, I think the value you have in the relationship to begin with, whether you care about
Mhm.
someone's love language.
But who walks around being like, I wonder what their love language is? Like,
I
nobody
don't.
cares. Nobody gives a shit.
No,
Gary Chapman, like,
no,
nobody.
nope.
But we all did. Probably somebody at some point has taken the quiz to see
Hmm.
because it was the hype
Yeah,
and you want to know. And then it's like, this is my love language. But then it's like also realizing this is a surface
hmm,
and that doesn't define who I am. So don't cater to that direct
yeah.
thing.
But yeah, because the love languages were born out of, like, him as a pastor of some sort in a church,
Yeah,
where he was trying to counsel married couples.
and that's great for some people.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't go to a religious standpoint
Mm-mm.
for that because how many people is he counseling like-minded individuals? Because again, you have like five categories. You're telling me everybody in this world fits in that?
Yeah, I don't
No.
know. I really don't think that that's the answer, because, I mean, yeah, the people he was counseling, they were already, like, bought into the church. They were already believers in that religion. They wanted that sort of lifestyle.
Hmm.
So he was counseling them in that.
Right.
Whereas, like, a professional counselor will help you do whatever is the best for you.
Right. They have a broader open mind concept of how to approach it.
Right. And I don't know. I think the moment you start trying to like really categorize relationships and categorize, just put stuff in with no support or data or anything like like I'm sorry, I go
How
back
many
to that
people did
because
he
it was
go
just, yeah,
to?
how many people were there? Was it just his localized area?
Right.
Because if you take
Like, what are these people's backgrounds?
yeah, and if that's your only data set from right here, where is your other variables from other parts of the country, other ways
Mm-hmm.
of life, other
Mm-hmm.
streams of thought,
Mm-hmm.
other cultures?
Yeah.
Like I appreciate like we're in the United States, we're Americans, like I appreciate our culture, but there's other ways out there
Right.
and people are happy with it. So it's
Right.
like why didn't we include a broader subset of people to understand
Yeah.
how they show love?
And if he did do a trial, curiosity now, um, was there like people that didn't fit into the bubble? And are they like misfits of Santa Claus's little misfits?
Misfit
Like
Island.
I don't know.
Right, like where is the anomalies? Like you have the bell curve, and most people fit within that type of bell
Yeah,
curve, but you have your outliers. So it's like, who are those outliers? And
I don't know.
yeah, and were they not counseled well? Like,
Maybe not.
yeah, it could have been a whole other,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's probably another book.
We
Mr.
could do our own.
Yeah.
We could do our own. Like we can come up with extra love languages. Get the fuck away from me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, I'm in timeout, love language.
Right. I'm in timeout.
Yeah, like I need a solo vacation. I need a girls trip. The
Yeah,
love language, like
that is a love language.
it is a love
It's like
language.
I just want to get away and just be with the girls and
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, get out of your normal routine. Is that a love language to help someone out of their normal
it could be.
hustle of the day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like recognizing when they plateau. But again, it's reading the room. It's time and place.
Hmm.
Like I we need to put some kind of copyright on that
We do.
time and place.
Time and place. The unfiltered duo. Time and place. But seriously, like I just go back to I don't like the origins of how it came about.
Yeah.
I don't think that it had enough research and support to make it as broad as it is. And I don't feel like I fit within that bell curve. I don't fit within the statistics of who his audience that he was writing the book for. I
Mm-hmm.
don't fit into that.
Right.
So when it became a bigger sensationalized thing, of course I was curious about it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is fun. And I think you take it at face value and you're like, oh, love languages, is this that? But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, no,
No.
no, no.
I don't want to be put in a box though. Like every day is a new day. So for the umbrella, I would
Mm-hmm.
say quality time, but depending on the day and what's going on and that chapter of my life, like I could be a different love language.
Yeah. And I wonder if like you get into a relationship and your love language is one way, but that partner might be really bad at that love language.
Oh shit.
Like how, but you find you have so many things in common that like their friendship works, but maybe
Yeah.
not the romantic one, but you try the romantic one and then you're like, oh, no.
Nope.
Like, I wonder if that plays into how people have, I don't know. We've been married a long time, so I don't really think about
Yeah, I feel
relationships
like at this
all that
point,
much.
like my brain is his brain. Um, most of the time, I can't say all the time. Um,
Yeah, so
but I think that comes with time of learning your spouse, um, learning how to meet their needs, but not Like, it's great to express the love language to your significant other, but I don't think that anybody needs to take it seriously.
No.
Like, take it with a grain of salt. You know, this is their umbrella. If you don't know what to do in a situation, maybe use that.
Yeah, like use it as a jumping off point, not the end point.
Yeah.
Like that, I can get behind that. Use it as like a jumping off point, but not like where you're racing to get to.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
Like, take it, know it, but don't box them into it.
Don't box yourself into it.
No.
Like I would hate to feel like I only receive love in two major ways.
Oh my
Like,
God.
like you would.
Well, you would start lacking those other spots and you'd be like, why don't they do this?
Yeah.
Like,
Or like I can see where, like, if my, and this, I'm just making this up, but like if my physical touch was 10% and my husband's physical touch was 80%, like I know I have to adjust to be
like,
able
give a
to
little.
show that, but I don't want to use that as like a weapon in return to be like,
No.
my physical touch is only 10%, so I'm only giving you 10% of my love in that way.
Could you imagine?
I feel like there's people out there that would do that though.
Oh, there's crazy people everywhere.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't like, as much as I like data and understanding reasons behind it, I don't think love can be quantified in that manner.
No.
You can't put those random percentages on things to be like, I didn't get my 35 minutes of quality time today.
Oh God.
Could you imagine?
That's so exhausting.
You have it on your like shared calendar of like,
Yeah.
this is my 35 minutes.
I got my 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your physical touch over here. God,
Could
help
you imagine?
everybody.
I don't think anyone could keep that up.
No.
There's no way.
Would make you miserable. And then if that person isn't receiving or acting a certain way, then you're going to be like, I gave you what you wanted.
Right?
No, you didn't. Because at this time, I needed a certain type of care. And you assumed that because I qualified for this one, that that's what I always need. No.
No. No. No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's not like
I'll take it though to scratch the surface. Be like, keep this in mind.
I'm trying to be open minded about keeping it as a jumping off point. Trying.
Just scratch the surface.
Yeah. No, I mean, if it goes back to a 17 magazine quiz where it's just for funsies, I'm there.
It's funsies, but also in the back of your mind, like you're going to still think about it, but it's not, you can't dwell on it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
And don't make it part of your identity.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Don't make a t-shirt.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I love quality time. No, thank you.
I feel like you were just in, oh, what's that movie? Sandra Bullock and Miss Congeniality. With you, that was your like pageant, like, my name is Cheryl.
My name is Cheryl.
I'm from Mississippi and I like quality time. And
then, right? Could you imagine if that's how it went? It's like, oh, Jesus.
I don't know. You were in my brain, you went there.
That's okay.
Such a fun movie, though. I love that movie. You're answering.
But yeah, like introducing ourselves with our love language. Like, I don't need anybody to technically know, but I also need to be like recognize it for myself because then that helps me manifest basically how I want my life. Like, I like quality time, so then I'm strategically feeding that by setting up things with family or friends to feed that need of me.
Yeah, and like, then you can ask people for that.
Yeah.
Like, you can communicate that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a good way to fill that need when you understand how you receive love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I just think it's communication, time and place, and being open to receiving and expressing love.
Absolutely. And with
Yeah.
that, cheers.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unfiltered Duo podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who might enjoy it too. You can follow us on all social media platforms for updates, behind the scenes, and more content. Got questions, feedback, or a topic you'd love for us to cover? Reach out at unfilteredduopodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep listening.